This is Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. You want to see me turn Super Saiyan? Or should I take it to the next level? I'm also the narrator, too. Next time on Dragon Ball Z! Make sure and smash subscribe to Unreal End Gaming.
With Dragon Ball Super manga chapter number 61 looming over the horizon, scheduled to be released in English tomorrow, we have brand new and additional leaks, information, spoilers, and images in regards to the upcoming battle involving Vegeta and Moro, which the entire fandom had been long anticipating ever since Vegeta had went to planet Yardrad in his attempts of getting stronger, and now that Vegeta is going to be battling against Moro, not only using Super Saiyan Blue evolution, but fighting Moro as an unrestricted fighter with no limits to his power, the question is Vegeta able to finish off Moro by himself, or is Moro simply hiding more power than what he's letting off? As we are, as I've stated, going to be covering the entirety of this manga chapter in English on the channel tomorrow, so if of course you guys are new to the channel and want to keep up to date with everything involving Dragon Ball Super and the fight between Vegeta and Moro, then I do encourage you guys to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to never miss a single update on the channel, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you guys are simply stoked, ready, and excited to see what's bound to come out from the battle involving Vegeta versus Moro, to where, as it was stated a few days ago, Vegeta's new technique is said to rock the entirety of the Dragon Ball world, in the idea that Vegeta's technique is said to be incredibly effective and powerful in this battle, and in fact Goku does know what it is, as the technique that Vegeta had learned on planet Yardrad is a technique of a separation of that of spirit, as of course you guys can see on screen. Vegeta is shown clearly having the upper hand against Moro, because each and every single time Moro attempts to attack Vegeta, we get to see how Vegeta kind of sidesteps out of the way, and Vegeta's cognitive rationality is on a whole nother level, to where even Goku is trying to process as to what the heck is going on. And what's most interesting about this is, as you guys can see on screen, Vegeta actually takes away Moro's energy from his mouth. So Vegeta is essentially Moro in a way to where, as we've called it on previous videos, Vegeta is able to separate the Genki. He's able to separate the energy and remove that from Moro's body, because as you guys can see the energy leaving Moro's mouth, Moro all of a sudden seems to have gotten a little older, and up above Vegeta there seems to be a massive ball of energy, to where all of the energy held above comes from all of the energy that Moro had taken. Now, as of course you guys can see on your screen once again, with Vegeta raising his hand up in the air, very similar to how Moro does, Vegeta is able to concentrate and take all of the Genki, not just from Moro, but literally the entire planet. So in a nutshell, in a very weird kind of way, Vegeta is somewhat doing what Goku was doing when he was trying to gather the energy of the Spirit Bomb and collectively pour all of that into one singular kind of sphere. And Moro sees this, and as you guys can see, the entire planet seems to have its energy either be loosened, or the energy that Vegeta had taken from Moro seems to be either going back to the places where it came from. So it's kind of like a reverse Spirit Bomb. It's not really a direct attack per se, but it's in a way to where Vegeta is able to take everything from Moro and kind of give it back to those that he had stolen from, and kind of use that against him. Now, as of course you guys can see once again, Vegeta is unrelentingly just beating down Moro, and every single time he seems to hit Moro, Moro seems to cough up more energy. So Vegeta is literally zapping all of the energy away from Moro in a way to where Moro is getting older and older and older. So it kind of goes back to when Moro was at his peak, or Moro was at his prime, and every single time Vegeta attacks him, every single time Vegeta does something to hurt him, he takes energy away. So I think it's safe to say right now, yes, Vegeta is more effective than Ultra Instinct Omen. Ultra Instinct Omen Goku was more or less an aggressive power battery kind of like status where Vegeta is taking everything away. Now, as of course you guys can also see, Moro at some point actually goes back to being incredibly old to the point where Vegeta had zapped so much power away from Moro that he's essentially rendered useless. He's a lot weaker than how he was, and it's safe to say that during this encounter, Vegeta beats Moro. However, just because he beat him momentarily doesn't mean that the fight is over. Now, yes, it does look like we are getting an ROF kind of scenario. If you guys remember in Resurrection Frieza, when Vegeta had beaten Frieza down significantly enough, Frieza had done something to destroy the entire planet. So let's not rule out Moro in this situation, because although Vegeta does have the upper hand, it still doesn't mean that he had definitively won the battle, because again, Moro is still alive. But in a nutshell, this technique is actually something to where it does everything Moro does in reverse, but Vegeta actually figured out a way to take all of the power that Moro has within him and either give that back to the inhabitants that he had taken from and actually cause Moro to go back and being old as he once was. Like I said before, we're going to be covering the entirety of this manga chapter in English in just about 12 hours. So 12 hours from now, you guys are going to get all of the details behind this and what essentially goes down. But the last little tidbit that I want to show you is this is the fused Moro. This is Moro and 7-3 fused into one. Nobody, and I mean nobody, ever expected to actually see this, but as you guys can see on screen, we are getting a mega fusion, and it's not Goku and Vegeta, it's 7-3 and Moro. So this comes towards the end of the Dragon Ball Super manga chapter number 61 special. So in case you guys thought we were done, we're only now just beginning. So 7-3 and Moro fuse into one. Now you might be wondering what the heck is going on. Now as you guys can see, once Moro realizes that Vegeta is actually too strong for him, what he ends up doing is, as you guys can see, for whatever reason, Moro either zaps or he takes whatever he can from Shimareka, because Shimareka is his first victim. He actually goes up above on his ship, he zaps Shimareka, and then he, for whatever kind of reason, he begins to immerse and actually, put 7-3 in a state to where he smiles and he mixes with him, he fuses with him. So the second Vegeta actually finds out where they are, he zaps himself back up, and by the time Vegeta actually realizes what the heck just happened, 7-3 and Moro fused into one. And apparently enough, their power is a lot greater than what you think. So in a nutshell, yes, Vegeta did in fact defeat Moro, but now we have a new enemy, a new fusion, and by the end of this, as you guys can see, we get to see how this fusion of 7-3 and Moro, they're on the ground, Gohan is shocked, everyone is shocked, and I honestly don't think that Vegeta or Goku can get this done alone. So this is big. We're gonna have everything translated by tomorrow. I'm so excited because nobody expected a fusion like this, but we're getting it anyway. Now to add on to this, Super Dragon Ball Heroes may in fact be introducing Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta, both getting potentially limit-breaking forms within Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Now, as of course the silhouette points out, we have no idea what these forms are going to look like. Of course, the aura kind of looks similar to Ultra Instinct, so is this going to be a fan fiction version of what Super Saiyan 4 and Ultra Instinct together would look like? We don't know, but according to DBS Chronicles over on Twitter, it looks like we are potentially leaning towards getting a limit-breaking form for Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta, so be on the lookout for that, because on top of that, the Super Dragon Ball Heroes Big Bang Mission Anime Episode 4 is going to be releasing on June 30th, so keep your eyes and ears peeled out for that. Now on top of that, for those that do in fact play Dragon Ball Legends, Super Saiyan God Shallot and Super Saiyan God Giblet are now available in Dragon Ball Legends, so in case you guys were wondering, you can now finally access Super Saiyan God Shallot and have him on your team, which he's bound to be a very busted unit. So for those that do play Dragon Ball mobile games, specifically for Dragon Ball Legends, the God characters are now available, so be sure to check those out. But in the end, I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below on 3 things. Number 1, do you guys believe that Vegeta does possess the necessary skill set and the necessary power needed to defeat Moro by himself? Or number 2, do you guys believe that Moro is simply hiding a lot more power than how he's letting off, in the idea that he told Goku during Dragon Ball Super Manga chapter number 59 that he's hiding more abilities and more techniques that nobody has seen yet? So is Moro going to eventually use these abilities and techniques against Vegeta? And number 3, what are your overall thoughts on these spoilers? Are you guys stoked? Are you guys hyped? Because as the manga chapter drops tomorrow on the 18th, it's going to be absolute madness, because for the first time we're going to see how well Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta is going to stack up by comparison to Ultra Instinct Omen Goku. And I know the comment section below is going to be flooded with all types of comments, but this is where you guys come in holding an intellectual conversation down below, because we're just about 24 to 48 hours away from absolute chaos. So again, I do encourage you guys to give this video a big thumbs up if you guys are simply stoked to see what Vegeta is going to do. And I really don't think that this is going to be the end of this arc, because I really genuinely feel like more is actually coming. And as we get more information, more spoilers, more leaks, more summaries, I am going to further provide you guys with said content. So again, thank you all so much for your time. Thank you all so much for watching. Tune back in for more, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys down in the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody. Peace. And a quick little reminder before you guys go, if you guys are unaware, I do have a second gaming channel located down in the description box below, so be sure to head on over to Unreal Royale and hit that subscribe button along with turning on all notifications, as to there, you guys will find all different kinds of gaming content that you will not get to find on Unreal and Gaming, titles and video games such as Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Gears of War, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z Legends, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Minecraft, Blair Witch, and many other retro games on that channel. So if you guys are into gaming, then make sure you guys subscribe over on Unreal Royale. I want to thank you all so much for your time, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEnt Gaming.
Also follow UnrealEnt Gaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say UnrealEnt Gaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up, on? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes. Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Frieza.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!
But once you get video, lots of likes, or Bill will turn you into chocolate!
Vados, get over here! Tell these mortals that I'm the biggest UnrealEnt Gaming fan. This is my moment. I'm a part of his notification squad. Universe 7 can have all the fun. I just want the food.
And don't forget to leave a comment on this video. Show some love for the best community on YouTube.
Kakarot!